nice?
Yeah, it's very good.
Good. So
Yeah,
we've got
perfect for a one-nighter.
yeah, perfect for one night.
Yeah.
With a little couch, little tables and chairs. It's got nice louver windows, so we get a bit of a breeze. Got a TV up there and little kitchen with fridge, microwave, kettle. They left some milk in the fridge, there's tea and coffee there. Bathroom's fine. So yeah, and the lady was really friendly too, so it's really nice. So they're the famous coloured sands, those cliffs, and we're on Rainbow Beach right now. Rainbow Beach is quite unique because people with four-wheel drives are allowed to come and drive on the beach and camp here. So that's what they're doing, they're setting up for the night. The coloured sands, it's beautiful, the cliffs, aren't they? They're just beautiful this time of the afternoon.
So everyone will be able to do a feed. It's $10 for entry, and that includes feeding as well. There are a couple of little rules that we have to work under. We work under the Department of Science and Environment. The main thing, enjoy. These are wild animals. We really are blessed that they do come in here. They will tell you all about it. They're Australian humpback dolphins, okay? Now, we are the only licensed feeding station in the world where you can feed an Australian humpback dolphin. Let the fun begin.
Exciting.
Good morning everyone and welcome to Tin Can Bay Barnacles Dolphin Centre. We have three Australian humpback dolphins with us, as Norma was saying just now. Mystique, he is the alpha male. He's a third generation feeder here to the Dolphin Cove. And of course Ella's a 38-year-old female. She has her fifth calf Joe with her. Ella is 38 and Joe is 3.5. Joe is still tied to his mum at the moment. He's not sort of accepting fish from volunteers at all. He just doesn't want, he sort of is going underneath. He still wants food or drink from his mum, but I guess he is still out there in the wild catching his own fish. He would need to be, you know. At 3 months old, Ella would have been breaking up pieces of fish and that, offering them to him, so, you know, he would definitely be well and truly catching his own out there by now. Now, as I was saying, Mystique, third generation feeder here. It all started back in the early 1950s when an injured dolphin came into the cove. He became known as Scar. The people of Tin Can Bay cared for him for quite some time, and of course when he was well enough, he went back out to the southern sandy straits and rejoined his community out there. There's a community of approximately 80 Australian humpback dolphins out in the southern sandy straits. Okay, now they didn't think that they would see Scar anymore after he went back out there, but no. He came back in here and he brought more of his community with him, and of course it sort of continued. In 1991, old Scary, she gave birth to Mystique, and Mystique was named by the children of the Tin Can Bay School. Okay, he's Mystique by name and Mystique by nature. He's a beautiful boy. He really is very, very knowing, show off, very obliging, you know, people want to take photos and that. He's there, poses and everything, you know, especially if we have TV cameras. He just absolutely loves it. He's the central one, as you can see, you know. He's all marked up. He's always protecting his community and that out there, and of course in through here. A few scars on him from shark attack. Bull sharks, main predator, and of course tiger sharks. Both of these dolphins have been attacked by bull sharks and of course tiger sharks.
The dolphins get really edgy when they're around as well. They will try to chase them off. There he goes. Now you might be able to see he's got his mouth open, how a lot of the teeth in the front are missing or broken off. so that, as Bev was saying, they don't replace them, they just have to live with what they've got in their mouth. When you talk about, it's really weird. You must think we're really strange, but he really knows when we're talking about him. And he just puts his head up and puts his tail up. Here come our two friends. He's doing dominant male behaviour here. He's definitely learning from this one over here. So head up and look at me, look at me.
No, flew off.
So you guys are going to feed Ella. She's the very last one
Okay.
there.
Thank you.
Thanks. Okay, bye-bye.
Come right in and right down under the water. Come on, Ella. Come on, Ella.
Try it again.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
So annoying.
Fantastic.
Come on, Ella. Come, Ella. Come on, Ella.
Good girl. Good girl. There we go.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Well, I have to say that was totally worth getting up at 6:30 in the morning for. Do you think?
6:30.
Well, that's early for me.
Very early. It was great. It was a wonderful experience to feed wild dolphins, and it was so well managed, wasn't it?
Yeah,
By-
absolutely.
By the volunteers.
By volunteers, yeah. So to give you some idea, so we came down to Tin Can Bay last night, and we stayed in a local like cabin, caravan park type place in Tin Can Bay, and there's a few of them around. It was clean and comfortable, perfect for overnight. And then they suggest that you come down here to the very end of the point. There's a cafe called Barnacles Cafe, and you come down at 6:30 to 7 in the morning, and it's $10 per person. And the $10 goes towards the cost of, I guess, feeding the dolphins and running the program with volunteers. I noticed the volunteers more or less had some protective clothing on. For $10, I can't think of anywhere in the world where you'd get such a fantastic experience at feeding wild dolphins.
Well, they said there's only 3 places in Australia at least. There's here, Tangalooma, which is further south.
Yep.
And Monkey Mia over in Western Australia, northwestern Western Australia.
Yeah, so they're the only humpback dolphins. The others are bottlenose dolphins.
That's right.
And the program is overseen by the Queensland government, their Environmental Health and Sciences Department, something like that.
That's
They
right,
said,
Department
didn't
of
they?
Health and Science, or Environment and Science, sorry.
It was fantastic, such a good experience. And when they're giving you the commentary and they're telling you, what you can and can't do, so you can't touch the dolphins, and they hand you the fish. They've had to make a few changes because of COVID, so normally they would give you a little bucket with your fish in it, but this time they're handing it, and so they've done a few things differently, but it's still a fantastic experience.
Yeah.
But they're telling you, to be careful because there's cormorants around and pelicans, and they'll come and steal your fish, and I'm listening thinking, yeah, it won't happen to me. It did.
And it did.
And it did. Yeah.
Yeah, cheeky little
so quick.
beggars they are.
Yeah, so quick.
Yeah, but
One of them had a baby.
Yeah, there's a little baby there. The mother, and the other was a male adult. He's like the patriarch of the pod.
Yep.
And he's the one that keeps bringing little gifts in, and they said that it's a quid pro quo. He brings gifts and expects to get some fish back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he brings like little bottles that have been thrown overboard, or sunglasses that he finds, and he brings them in, and he thinks, oh great, I'm going to get some fish for this.
And it was really because of an article that our son who is overseas at the moment, he sent us a copy of an article that he saw that was online. And it was about during the COVID time when this program was completely shut down to tourists, and for probably 3 months or something, and the dolphins were really missing the people, and they said that they were bringing in more and more all these like little gifts, like bits of wood and bottles with barnacles on them and pieces of net and plastic, and they thought it was funny, you know, here's the dolphins cleaning up the waters, but they were actually bringing them in because they were really missing the humans.
Well, I don't know about that. I think they were missing their fish.
Well, that's what they said. Maybe it was a good marketing thing.
Yeah, I think so. But anyway, it is a great experience.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and it's really well managed. So, their whole consideration is for the dolphins.
Yeah.
And it's built around them. How much fish they only get they're only allowed to give a certain percentage of fish each day.
Yeah, that's right. So at the end of in the description, we're going to put the details for the website for Tin Can Bay for the tourism here, and also for the Barnacles Cafe for the dolphins, so that you know. I mean, it's a really well organised program, and at the little cafe there, whilst you're waiting for your turn to feed, you can have breakfast. They have coffee and bacon and eggs and things
great.
like that, and people were doing that.
Great
and
coffee.
Yeah, it was a really cheerful, friendly atmosphere.
Yeah,
it was lovely. Okay, so some quick feedback after our first giveaway. We want to congratulate Carlos for getting the answer correct. The question was, which was the town that we left Vietnam in, or that we spent all our time in Vietnam really, and that was Hanoi. We had to leave Hanoi and return home to Australia because of COVID-19. So congratulations to our subscriber Carlos for our first subscriber giveaway. I just thought I'd quickly show you what you're getting, Carlos, before we pop it in the post. One thing that you did mention in your email when you sent me your contact details was that you currently live in Australia, but you're not living in Brisbane, but it's an area that you'd really like to relocate to, and you're thinking about that. So we went to Dimmicks and we bought you this book about the best of Brisbane, so we hope you really enjoy that because it looks like a really good resource for you. There's some tea tree oil soap. There's a card from Brisbane. There's an Australian 100% cotton Indigenous tea towel. And there's some chocolate koalas, so we're going to post those out to you today. We also decided to give a little runner-up prize, and this is for Rachel, who's also a subscriber. Rachel, if you see this message, get in contact with us through our Gmail, and the details are on the YouTube channel in our description. So just a little something for you, Rachel. There's some chocolate, what are they? Chocolate koalas and kangaroos for you, and also a card from Brisbane, but also a really nice tea towel from Brisbane too. So we'll pop those in the mail for you as soon as you get in contact and let us know your details. So thank you to those people that joined. That was our first giveaway, and we're really happy because we just got over 100 subscribers. So we're pretty excited about that. And we're glad that you enjoy watching our videos, and we love making them for you all. And we'll see you in our next one. Bye.